Porn is the smoke, not the fire. You need to look deeper to find out what's really burning. You know, the lowest point in my life was when I was 16. I was still in school. I specifically remember it was November, and like these winter months. I just remember it was a really shit time for me because I had like two friends in my school, but they didn't really took me seriously. There was one guy. He was actually one class higher than our class, but he got like downgraded because he had like bad grades and stuff. He always like picked on me because back then, you know, I had like big ears. Like my ears were like really big in comparison to my skull. Now I kind of grew out of it. It kind of looks normal now, but back then it looked like really bad. It fucked up my self-image. You know, because of all the things, all these like things that happened, I was also like getting stressed. You know, I get like every time I woke up to go to school, I had like this anxiety. I literally like was scared of the teachers and like this one guy in my class, and I was also like very skinny as fuck. All these things like crushed my confidence, had a low self-image. You know what I did to cope with that? Every time I came home, I watched porn, played video games. It was like a temporary escape from all the problems that I had in school. Kinda went on like that until I got 17. My life became slowly better. I discovered like this new trend like of self-improvement and stuff, going to the gym, meditating, and NoFap. But NoFap interested me the most because I was aware at the time that I had like a porn problem, that I was like watching porn every day. I watched the videos. I tried to implement the things that they said to me, like this NoFap streak. Heard of all the benefits. It didn't really work for me. I don't know. I had like a couple of streaks, but it didn't maintain to be a lifestyle where I don't watch porn anymore. I always kept relapsing and relapsing. I was so frustrated at this, like I was so mad at the YouTubers that did like a NoFap streak for almost like 120 days straight at their first attempt, and I need to start over and over again. After some time I realized that it sounds stupid, but quitting porn isn't the solution to quitting porn. What I mean by that is I had other bad habits, like going too late to sleep or eating like candy and stuff, playing video games. I realized that all these bad habits, all these things, and watching porn correlate to one thing, that I had like bad mental health. I saw videos of people talking about this. After I discovered this concept of fixing like bad mental health, I tried this out, and it instantly, my results on NoFap, quitting like addictions and stuff, it instantly went like uphill. It was way easier for me to stay consistent on things that would be hard for me before, like quitting porn, going to sleep earlier, not watching that much social media. I want to explain to you what I actually did and what helped me to get in this state where quitting porn became like very easy to me. By the way, if you're in the same situation as I was back then, you know that porn is bad for you, you want to quit, but you just keep relapsing and relapsing, and there isn't any like escape out of it. Click the link down below, book a free call with me, and I'm gonna help you become porn free in 90 days guaranteed. You know, porn and all these bad habits like eating junk food and stuff, these are not actually problems. These are the symptoms of a way bigger problem, and that's your mental health. How I said before, when I fixed this, my results instantly went up. It became way easier for me to quit. One of the most important things is why people are keep falling into these bad habits, is that they don't live like real humans. What I mean by that is like watching social media, like staying in your room all day. This fucks up your brain so much that you need to cope with like porn and bad food, and you didn't even read. Sorry, bro, my phone just died. However, what I want to tell you is that most people don't live like real humans, and this is why they try to cope their like shitty lifestyle, a shitty life with porn, with junk food and stuff. And to fix this, simply live like a real human. Like, I know it sounds like pretty simple and stuff, and you probably heard this a lot, but not using social media, climbing trees and stuff, going outside, touching grass, like meditating, all this shit is like there for a reason. I seriously got my biggest progress when I had a big reason to quit, and when I replaced all my bad habits with healthy ones that also fulfilled me the same way. And this is where you will see the most progress at. The second thing is you need to build a real connection to humans again. I saw this at myself. I had always this correlates also with porn, but I'm someone who watched like a lot of like Twitch streamers and YouTubers. I got this parasocial connection to them, and I didn't realize it back then, but it was like I didn't see my friends that much, because why should I? I have like this Twitch streamer or this YouTuber who was like uploading videos every second day where I can watch it. I treated them as my friends, and this correlates like also to porn. Why should I have like a girlfriend or something when I have like this porn star that I watch like every video of every day and jerk off to it? Like, it's way easier. If you really want to get out of this, you need to build real connections again. Like, talk to your friends more than with someone like on the internet who like doesn't even know you or doesn't like even know that you exist. You can start by talking with your mother and stuff, like with your parents, with your friends that you have right now. Try to talk to them more, try to have a more bigger connection. I gave this tip a lot, but it helps when you have like urges and stuff. It's mostly because you have like the trigger that you like want like connection and stuff, because you're sitting in your room all day, you are, I don't know, lonely as fuck. So you're watching all these like videos of these porn stars. Instead, just talk to your parents, bro. You don't need to talk to them like for 2 minutes. That's like enough so the urge will fly by. I don't know, just talk about them, how their day was, or how they are doing right now. Something like simple like this. You don't need to make like a deep conversation. Like my last tip is that you should do what I also this was like a recovery routine. In this recovery routine, there are a few things that you can do. One of the biggest impacts that helped me were like meditation, because it didn't also help me with like porn and stuff, but it also helped me with not eating shit food, like sleeping better. There are like so many benefits of this, and it's only like 10 minutes a day. So just do it with the 10-minute timer. If you don't know how it works, you need to close your eyes, inhale and exhale, and focus on your breath every time. Your mind will wander sometimes and will think about other stuff than your breath, but this is where you keep focusing back on it. You inhale, exhale, and focus on your breath. Also, daily physical activity is a must for you to stay strong, especially like lifting heavy things. That also helps when you have like strong urges. So have something like this in your daily routine. Yeah, these are like the key things that I did that helped me along the way, that made my journey way easier than it was like how I did it before. I hope you liked this video. If you want my personal help with this, get rid of this addiction faster, then just click the link down below and I will personally help you with this. See you.